Hello, everyone. I like it. Good crowd. Good crowd. I'm Matt. I am the best of men, and also Chris's cousin. It was really lucky that they had some postcards in the garage because I just wrote my best man toast moments ago. That's not true. Easily an hour. Chris, I was thinking a lot about what I was going to say tonight a while back, and I realized as I was thinking about this that Chris is probably my oldest friend. Not oldest, I know some old people, and they're really nice. But I think it's likely that Chris was my first friend ever. We literally grew up together, and we didn't drink beer that whole time, but a lot more of it than our parents knew about. Surprise! Not that you should be surprised. You've seen our gene pool. So, we've been friends for a really long time, and when I look back at that time together, I realize that we really have a history that's built largely on games. We've been playing games since some of my first memories. And games are really great because they've taught Chris, I think, to be three things that make him a great friend and that will also make him a great husband. One of those things about Chris is that he's incredibly creative and strategic, which is a really rare combination. And I remember from a long time ago sitting in Mark and Cheryl's basement around the pool table, drinking Mountain Dew and eating beef jerky until 3 in the morning, while Chris wove this crazy imaginary world as the dungeon master and just invited us all in along for the ride. And one night in particular, I don't know what we were doing, but we were clearly bored because he started the story like this. It was nighttime in the basement, and he said, all the lights just went out. And we were in this spell, so of course we were like, ooh. And so not only the lights, but the power on the entire block just went out. As far as the eye can see, it's dark everywhere. And there's noises outside. And as we peer out the windows, he said, there's Soviet tanks rolling up the street. And all of our parents are gone. We have no idea where they are. It's up to us to stop them. Now, I didn't know it at the time, okay, because I was fairly young, but it's very possible that he had just finished watching Red Dawn. But I was totally in it. I still remember playing out that whole game. It got a little graphic. It was really awesome. Here's the thing about being both creative and strategic at once. Like I said, it's a rare combination to be the kind of guy who can invent an imaginary world and at the same time the kind of guy that I cannot beat at Stratego, even if you're really inebriated. And that makes me angry. When you get that combination together, you're able to do really incredible things, and not only does that make you a really cool friend to spend time with, but I think it'll help make you a really great husband, because as you go off into your lives together, you're going to be faced with all kinds of weird and terrifying and intimidating challenges, all kinds of exciting and surprising opportunities, and Amanda, you have a guy here who is capable of imagining a whole world just for you. Yeah?
You went that long just for that?
I built in the applause time. Now, Chris is also very brave. For a long time, I've watched Chris do what he is into in the face of a whole world of people who think what he's into is kind of weird. And I went to middle school and high school for Chris. Not all of middle school, but there are a lot of people in this room who know that feeling of being really into something, and a lot of other people in the world looking at you going, that's just odd. I don't get it. And it takes some real guts to stand up in the face of that and go, you know what, I don't really give a crap what you think. I'm into this, and so to me, it's cool. And Chris has always been that guy. And to me, that's been an inspiration since I was young to try to be that sort of guy too. Who looks at the world and says, I'm going to decide what I'm into, I'm going to just go do it. So I appreciate you being that example for me. And I think that Amanda is going to appreciate that as you head into the world together, because life is messy. And and it's going to take some guts to get through some of the things that will be thrown your way. That's a couple. And the good news is that you don't have to be brave alone, because there's a lot of people in this room who have your backs. As you head out there to do it. Finally, one of the things that I love most about Chris is that he is a geek. And I want to clarify that for a moment. As a geek myself, I'm allowed to point them out when I see them.
Spell your own.
That's right. Geekdar. And well, here's what I think about geeks. Geeks are, that's just another way of saying obsessives. Geeks go all in. When they find something they like, when they find something that's cool, they get really into it, like way too into it. And I've watched Chris do this time after time after time with hobby after hobby or interest after interest. When we started playing Magic the Gathering, I went out and bought a couple little starter packs, and I was like, oh, this is going to be great. And like 3 weeks later, Chris starts flipping through these huge binders. He's got every card in every set. In triplicate. I'm like, dude, I just started. A little while later, Chris started selling knives. Many of you own those knives. Because when he decided to start selling knives, that meant he was going to sell them to every single freaking person he knew and the people that they knew. Pretty soon, it wasn't just like a quick summer thing like Cutco is for a lot of people just trying out employment. He was managing a team of people selling knives. He goes deep. I think my best example of this, I think my best example of this is coming downstairs. Again, a lot of my memories of Chris are in Mark and Cheryl's basement. Coming downstairs, and the pool table was covered with spools of wire. And Chris was clipping 1-inch segments of wire to the point where his knuckles had turned white and he looked arthritic. 1-inch segments, clip, 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 for months. And each one of those he would then wrap or curl with 2 pairs of pliers into a ring. And then one at a time he would link those rings together into a length of rings. And then that would get attached and again until he had not 1, not 2, but several suits of chainmail. Which is very practical. When the zombies come, you will know which house to go to. Now here's the deal. I think this one is an obvious connect to marriage. You're his new obsession. And that's either really exciting or really scary for you. I guess we'll find out. All I know is I'm not going to the Mark and Cheryl's basement for a while. Now, the last thing I want to do is do something I'm entirely unqualified for, which is to give you some advice. I have been married now for a little over 2 years, which does not make me a veteran, but it has reminded me of something, because when I go to a beautiful wedding like this and I see the two of you exchange those vows, it takes me back to my wedding day very, very quickly. And one of the things that I told my wife on that day is the same thing I'll tell you, and that is that marriage is not a one-day decision. It's a daily decision. And for me, and I hope for you, it was the best decision that I ever made. And I can't wait to make it again tomorrow. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you will, please raise your glass to daily decisions, a long and happy life for Amanda and Chris. Cheers.